Apple's secret labs just got a little less secret. Thanks to a massive leak within the early internal builds of iOS 26, specifically version 23A5234W, we now have cold hard proof that the M5 MacBook Air is nearing mass production. Codenamed J813 and J815, these machines are already being tested with macOS 26.2. We aren't just looking at a minor spec bump here. We're looking at a chip architecture that redefines what a thin and light laptop can do with AI. Today we're going under the hood of the M5, breaking down the leaked benchmarks, and looking at why the perfect MacBook might still be 2 years away. Architecture: the M5 Neural Powerhouse. At the heart of the 2026 Air is the M5 Silicon, built on TSMC's refined 3nm N3P process. While the core count stays at 10 for performance, 6 efficiency, the architecture has shifted fundamentally toward AI. The neural accelerators. For the first time, Apple is integrating neural accelerators directly into every GPU core. Think of these like NVIDIA's tensor cores. They are optimized for the matrix math that drives large language models. This results in a staggering 4x boost in AI compute performance over the M4. Graphics and gaming. With a 10-core GPU and third-generation hardware ray tracing, we're looking at a 45% jump in graphics throughput. The bandwidth memory bandwidth is climbing to 153 GB per second. That's a 30% increase that ensures the M5 doesn't get choked when you're running heavy creative suites or local AI models.
Config would be 8GB và 256GB.
For years, we complained about base model stinginess. In 2025, Apple finally moved the Air to 16 GB of RAM as the standard. But the M5 leak suggests they aren't stopping there. Because the iPhone 17 and 17e are moving toward higher storage floors, the M5 Air is rumored to finally start at 512 GB of SSD storage. Additionally, we're seeing support for up to 32 GB of unified memory on the Air for the first time, bridging the gap between the Air and the Pro for student developers and power users. The 2026 to 2028 roadmap. Now let's address the elephant in the room: the screen. The M5 Air launching in spring 2026 will still feature the same liquid retina LCD we have now. If you want the unicorn, the OLED display, Bloomberg's Mark Gurman and supply chain reports from the ELET confirm that's a 2028 milestone. Apple is staggering their technology rollouts. Late 2026/early 2027. The MacBook Pro gets the first OLED redesign and, wait for it, touchscreen capability. 2028. That tech finally trickles down to the MacBook Air with the M7 chip. If you buy the M5, you're buying a peak LCD machine. It's reliable, but it's not the futuristic redesign we're dreaming of. The budget wildcard. Interestingly, the iOS 26 leak also hinted at a third device, codenamed J700. This is the rumored budget MacBook priced between $599 and $699. It would likely use an A-series chip, like the A19 Pro, instead of M-series silicon. Apple is clearly looking to reclaim the education market from Chromebooks, and the launch of the M5 Air might be the moment they shift the current M3 or M4 Air into that ultra-low price bracket. The M5 MacBook Air is shaping up to be the most future-proof Air Apple has ever built, purely because of that AI-first GPU architecture. It's a quiet powerhouse in a familiar skin. So here's the verdict. If you can find an M4 Air for $749, buy it. It's the best value in tech today. But if you're a creator who needs that 4x AI boost and faster storage, wait for the spring 2026 keynote. What do you think? Is the M5 enough of a jump? Or are you holding out until the 2028 OLED revolution? Drop a comment below. If you found this deep dive helpful, hit that subscribe button. Only about 10% of you are actually subbed, and it helps me keep the lights on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.